But Boomskis, for everybody in the YouTube, it's Prince the Second here. What's the word? This is your first time here. I hope it's not your last. As you can see today, we got Cell versus Metal Sonic Death Battle. Now this is some next level shit right here. When I saw that they was doing this, I was like, yeah, we gotta react to this. We gotta react to this. Now, before we even start, Cell versus Metal Sonic. Oh, before we start, say hi to Leah, because she's saying hi to the YouTube. Before we even start, I'm gonna put my vote in. I'm going for Cell. I know Metal Sonic is a beast. Neo Metal Sonic and all that. That should be elite. But Cell was a fucking problem. See, there go Kaz. Okay, my boy, perfect timing. Cell was a fucking problem. He had the whole fucking the whole Dragon Ball cast shaking in their fucking boots. Goku's son had to unlock a new fucking form. Had to unlock fucking Super Saiyan 2 just to get his ass. Just to get his ass. Finna get Prime again, the ads frying you. Oh shit, they hit you with ads as soon as you came in. Damn, guys. But look though, I'm on Cell side. It might be a little biased, but shit, it is what it is. I don't know. I feel like Dragon Ball versus Sonic. I know Sonic gets wild because they got Super Sonic. I mean, they got a lot of Dragon Ball inspired things. Anyway, I don't see Cell losing. I don't. But then it's Death Battle. You never fucking know. They always post some random shit out the fuck. And then say that the other character has some wild ass fucking feat that they did that's 500 more mega fuck tons of power level than the highest feat of the other nigga, and then boom, they kill him. It's like, you know what? Like, it's just unpredictable at this point. But fuck it, let's get straight into it. I'm not gonna waste no time. Cell Metal Sonic, let's see what they're talking about. Why is it lagging? Ooh, is that the actual?
Cell
That what the death battle look like?
Sonic.
Which copycat android is truly the superior model?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. There's a monster stalking Gingertown. No one who's seen it has lived to tell the tale. All that left behind was their clothes.
W cause. Indeed. W cause with the Prime sub. I appreciate you, my boy.
All that left behind was their clothes. Something ate these people's insides, leaving only a shadow behind.
Some kind of creature driven only by the need to feed. Earth's new apex predator, the ultimate life form.
The Namekian Piccolo went to investigate this manslayer and discovered that it was intelligent. Its tail could unravel to absorb its hapless victims and add their energy to its wretched gestalt.
But the nightmare was only just beginning, because for its last trick, somehow this
W
freak of
moms.
nature knew the Kamehameha.
The mystery of this creature's origin was decades in the making. Years ago, the world was terrorized by the most advanced paramilitary organization in history, the Red Ribbon Army.
Until they got rocked by this little kung fu gremlin, Son Goku.
But Red Ribbon's dream of revenge lived on within their head scientist, Dr. Giro.
Hiding away in his spooky cave laboratory, Giro would go to work studying the Z fighters from afar, learning everything there was to know about them.
And building a series of androids that would destroy his spiky-haired nemesis once and for all.
He made a ton of them. Infinite energy androids, key absorbing androids, trucker head androids, and even ginger androids.
However,
It's crazy how
Giro's creations were capable.
It's crazy how like three of the best androids all turned and end up being pretty good and anyway in the fucking end.
Of matching that drive to improve that Goku and his fellow martial artists possessed.
Luckily, he had one more android left. A cute little booger so complex he'd take years after Giro's death to complete. Its name was Cell.
Born from a single cell, get it? This android possessed the genetic
Get
information
it?
of all
Looking,
the greatest warriors that had battled on Earth, and when fully evolved, would become unstoppable.
And with their DNA, Cell absorbed all their powers and techniques too.
Common among all of them is the power to manipulate ki, or the energy that exists in all living things, and weaponize it to fire energy blasts, fly at faster than light speeds, move things with telekinesis, and create force fields.
From the humans, Krillin and Tien, Cell knows the multiform technique, Destructo Disc, and the Tri-Beam, his extra special favorite. Oh, weird, I'm not seeing Chaozu on this list. Sorry, bud.
Is Chaozu human?
Oh.
Okay. Cell can fire the Death Beam, as
Wait,
well as breathe in and travel
wait.
through the
So
vacuum of
nobody,
space.
not even Death Battle knows what the fuck Chaozu is. So nobody knows what Chaozu is. No, like you just like, nobody knows whether this is a human, a fucking, I don't know what the fuck he is. A fucking Pennywise descendant? He the goat, that's it. You know what? I can't argue with that. You know what? We'll leave it at that. He the GOAT, that's it. We'll leave it at that. Fuck it. That's shit. He the GOAT.
Oh.
Okay. Cell can fire the Death Beam, as well as breathe in and travel through the vacuum of space with the alien genes of Frieza and his father.
And because he's got Piccolo's DNA, Cell can regenerate humongous damage to his body at the cost of some keys.
Cell has survived having half his body vaporized multiple times, and cannot be destroyed unless the small cluster of cells at the core of his being is eradicated.
Should that little bugger survive, Cell will always return, even stronger than before because of the Saiyan DNA he got from Goku and Vegeta. Definitely the cream of the genetic crop.
Sure, he can perfectly replicate attacks like the Gallic Gun, Spirit Bomb, and of course Kamehameha, as well as teleport by locking onto a living being's key signature.
But the best part of being a Saiyan is how much crazy stronger they get every time they almost die.
They can even evolve to become orders of magnitude stronger in the midst of battle. Combine that with Cell's healing factor, and he is effectively the ultimate warrior.
Like a perpetual
The ultimate
shonen
life
motion
form,
machine.
nigga. That's the
Driven by
wrong
a
fucking
biological
term.
imperative.
The ultimate life form. And you're not Shadow either, nigga.
Of battle. Combine that with Cell's healing factor, and he is effectively the ultimate warrior.
Like a perpetual shonen motion machine.
Driven by a biological imperative, Cell wanted nothing more than to devour Giro's previous androids, 17 and 18, believing it would make him perfect.
Only one problem. The Cell we know was born in the future, and both 17 and 18 had been destroyed. So he murdered Trunks and went back in time. Not our Trunks, future Trunks. Well, not future Trunks, but another future Trunks. It's very complicated. There's like 5 timelines.
As Cell defeated and absorbed the androids, he evolved, not only getting stronger, but changing his personality and developing a lust for battle.
He became less creepy bug serial killer and more, well, Saiyan. After exploiting that very Saiyan arrogance and warrior's pride, Cell finally became perfect.
And easily dominated Trunks and Vegeta, the latter of whom had decades of battle experience under his belt.
Perfect Cell's power was off the charts. He could threaten the whole Earth just by powering up. With a full power Kamehameha, he was even capable of destroying our entire solar system.
While the vast majority of our solar system
How in the fuck can he not beat Metal Sonic with that? Like, no hate to Metal Sonic. I fuck with Metal Sonic, but he can't beat Metal Sonic with that. You telling me he just like, come on now.
system's mass is located in the sun, this still means that Cell's key wave would have to reach 2.8 billion miles to eradicate every planet.
But Wiz, maybe he was just exaggerating.
Not likely. Cell's claim has been backed up in multiple guidebooks, and even demonstrated outright in the video games.
Cell's even stronger in the anime adaptation, considering the time Frieza blew up Namek. In the anime, the explosion was literally hundreds of light years wide and lit up the friggin' galaxy.
And Cell
Damn.
was far stronger than Frieza was at that point in time.
Hell, the Namekians could sense him all the way from a different galaxy and thought he might be a threat to the whole universe.
He's also incredibly fast, capable of blitzing even the strongest Z fighters at the time. Goku flew from Grand Kai's planet in heaven.
See what I was
all the way to
saying?
hell,
He had the whole
hundreds of
cast.
billions of light years.
The
in
whole
half
cast
a
shaking in
minute.
their boots.
And that was in his base form.
Yeah, that's cool, but how about the power to squeeze mini Cell Juniors out of your butt? What? Never heard of that key technique? Call it the Kegel.
Perfect Cell was entirely without peer and, no longer wedded to Giro's petty grudge, decided to prove it with a tournament.
The Cell Games! And if Goku couldn't even beat him, what hope did anyone else have? Vegeta couldn't even handle a Cell Jr.
Their last hope was Goku's own son, Gohan.
After Cell arrogantly let him power up, Gohan unleashed his rage, pushed the bug monster to his absolute limits, and beat him. Wow, Cell, you really are related to Vegeta, aren't you?
In truth, Cell was a victim
Damn.
of his own success. The same Saiyan genes that made him all-powerful also sowed the seeds of his defeat.
He got so mad he even blew himself up. Maybe he does have some Chaozu in him after all.
Even that wasn't enough to totally put him down, and he came back with the same Super Saiyan power-up that Gohan had just unlocked.
Super perfect Cell! Now with more lightning. In a battle for the ages, Cell put the entire weight of his biological programming against one lone Saiyan and went the distance.
But in the end, it still wasn't enough. No matter how brilliantly Dr. Gero copied the Z-Fighters, he still couldn't quite figure out their knack for going beyond.
What can be destroyed can always be rebuilt. All it takes to recreate the most fearsome warrior in the universe is one single Cell.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a fire ending
Hey,
for
real
it.
quick, did you... Time and again, the world and its cuddly forest critters were threatened by the evil and oval Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
And
And
time again,
Oval?
that same world and those same critters were saved by Sonic the Hedgehog. No matter
Indeed.
how many robotic badniks the good doctor threw at his blue spiky nemesis, his schemes were always 6 spin jumps to the glowing wing spot away from getting cracked and scrambled.
But it wouldn't be over easy for Eggman. If he couldn't defeat the Blue Blur, he would make his own, Metal Sonic.
Well, 0 points on creativity for that name, but god damn, he does look metal as hell.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so Eggman built Metal with more than enough blast processing to match his prototype.
Metal can zoom around at massively hypersonic speeds, fast enough to fly to nearby planets in seconds.
He's tougher than Eggman's standard equipment, some of which can survive black holes.
Metal can use all of Sonic's power-ups, and even replicate his classic spin dash and light speed attack.
But he's got moves of his own.
He can attack with energy blasts, fire a chest laser, surround himself in an electric aura, or an impenetrable force field.
By overloading his circuitry with energy, Metal can activate V Maximum Overdrive, quadrupling his acceleration and obliterating anything in his path, at the risk of self-destructing.
You'd think all that'd be enough to turn the rodent into roadkill, but it only took one showdown on Stardust Speedway to send Metal to the scrap heap.
On paper, Metal should be able to outmatch Sonic in
Welcome
every
back,
way,
Ryan.
and yet he doesn't. For some reason, Eggman wasn't able to capture that ineffable quality that makes Sonic the fastest thing alive. Metal's defeats at the hands of Sonic and his friends sharpened his AI into a seething hatred of his rival and a burning desire to prove himself superior.
Yeah, well, when you're getting your supersized red ass handed to you by Charmy B, you know something's gone horribly wrong.
Metal's defeats gave him an existential crisis. If he was created to surpass Sonic and couldn't even manage that, what was he? Why should he exist?
Never one to admit defeat, Eggman took Metal back to the drawing board and birthed him anew. You.
This Neo Metal Sonic was, above all, far smarter.
Especially after he copied Eggman's intelligence and took over his empire. And we mean literally copied. If Metal started as Sonic's copycat, why not hunt all of his furry friends down and copy them too?
Neo Metal Sonic is equipped with scanners in his optic receptors that can copy a person's biodata, giving him the ability to recreate all of their abilities in seconds.
And Big's ability to suck at fishing.
Metal isn't just learning their moves, he can replicate more esoteric powers like Silver Psychokinesis, manufacture Rouge's mechanical bat guards, or alter his very biology to copy Espio's chameleon invisibility. It's worth mentioning that biological data is a real scientific term and can refer to molecular structures like the genome sequence within a living organism's DNA.
Yeah, his copying is so busted, it doesn't really matter that he's a robot made of metal. If you can do it, so can he. Probably helps that he can shapeshift and regenerate his whole body from a puddle.
Likely by copying one of the mightiest beings on the planet, the god of destruction, Chaos.
Not the only chaos he's encountered.
By scanning the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog, he gained his ability to manipulate some of the most powerful artifacts in the universe.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Yes.
Obama
emeralds contain
chuckled?
an
Why
infinite
did he-
wellspring of mystical power and life energy. With them, Metal can perform Shadow's chaos control. He can teleport, warp, and distort space, boost his speed, and stop time. And with either the Chaos Emeralds or Master Emerald, he can transform into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Completely invulnerable and completely golden, Super Neo Metal Sonic can move at faster than light speeds and has the power to move continents.
The Emeralds
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing that Metal Sonic is coming to Sonic 4, I could see Metal Sonic being for 2 movies straight. First movie, regular Metal Sonic shit. You know, they fight Metal Sonic. He's like, yo, what the fuck? Copy of Sonic, da da da. Movie ends, they destroy him. End credit scene, they rebuild his ass. And the next movie is Neo Metal Sonic. And that's Sonic 5 right there. Perfect. You can bring in Silver in all of them. It's like that'll be perfect right there. That'll be a perfect 5 movies. And you can end it right there at the end of that one. That'll be perfect. What y'all think? Y'all fuck with it?
Some of the most powerful artifacts in the universe.
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Yes, the emeralds contain an infinite wealth. The Chaos Emeralds or Master Emerald, he can transform into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Completely invulnerable and completely golden, Super Neo Metal Sonic can move at faster than light speeds and has the power to move continents.
The emeralds are inconceivably powerful. They've been used to fuel Eggman's Death Egg, which could obliterate star systems.
On their own, they can even create and destroy whole universes.
Other super characters like Sonic have battled and defeated beings like the Time Eater, who could destroy multiple dimensions and timelines in seconds. At their peak, 3 super hedgehogs have even fought Solaris, who nearly consumed Sonic's entire multiverse.
So Super Neo Metal Sonic should be just as powerful as any of them, though he's gotta be quick because all that power only lasts a short time.
The road to total domination was nearly at an end. After manipulating Sonic and friends and copying their abilities, Metal eventually
Like you see all of that right there. Sonic 5 could literally
the road
be
to total domination was nearly at an end. After
Sonic 5 could be all of them right there. Just against Super Neo Metal Sonic and Eggman. Like that should be wild.
manipulating Sonic and friends and copying their abilities, Metal
I
eventually
mean, they could do
combined
chaos.
the
They could
biodata
do a
with
lot,
the mighty Egg Fleet
actually.
and became Metal Overlord.
Complete with missiles, giant crystal projectiles, and the strength to match 3 supersonic heroes all by himself, Overlord is all-time final boss material.
And he knew it. His ego might as well have had its own health bar. Metal's drive to surpass his rival had morphed into the delusional belief that he was the original, and Sonic the loathsome copy.
A copy that Metal had finally outclassed. All the heroes Metal had gathered had to team up to take him down.
He may have stolen their abilities, but Metal never possessed the thing that made the Sonic heroes successful, their friendship and teamwork.
Aw, how cute!
Yeah, they don't got the power of
Probably should
friendship.
have added some of those goddamn rails to the final boss fight, because it is impossible to land on those things. Ahem. After getting trashed again, Eggman reprogrammed Metal to purge any bits of rebelliousness from his code.
Metal returned to being the Eggman Army's chief enforcer, always proving invaluable as the Bad Doctor's greatest creation, now completely obedient once again.
I don't know, Wiz. Who knows what's really going on behind those glowing red eyes? Maybe Metal is more cunning than he lets on, and is only biding his time until he can take over again.
Maybe the most powerful thing that Metal copied was the ability to lie.
Oh, okay, you're gonna end it like that? Damn. Man, his ass is peeking at me like I'm still low-key on Cell's side. Metal Sonic has insane heights. Insane heights. But I still feel like Cell kinda got it. Cause I don't know. A super I feel like a Super Saiyan could melt Metal Sonic. And that might sound a little biased once again, but I feel like a Super Saiyan could melt Metal Sonic for real, for real. Maybe the Super Neo Metal Sonic's probably the only one that could really put in that work against the Super Saiyan for real, for real. But then the whole copying the moves and shit, I mean that's literally what Cell does. So if Cell could fucking do it and Metal Sonic could do it, what are they really copying for real? They just copying that they could copy shit, so then one copies another thing and then copies that and copies that, nigga. Now he's just doing the same shit over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would that even work? But
Lie.
shit, let's see how it goes.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's get into it.
Salutations, Dr. Robotnik. Your reputation precedes you. Bring me your strongest fighter or face...
Oh, wow, this?
Before your master.
Oh, it's straight to Neo. Okay.
Perfect.
Now this. Hold on. Oh, that looks fire. Cell is putting in that work. But the fact that he's going so crazy in the beginning is making me worry, because I know they about to make Metal Sonic bug out.
Like yourself ever experience fear?
Not anymore.
Oh, whoa, whoa, hold on. Straight to the Overlord? Damn, yo, Cell looks fire. He looks like he's ripped straight out of Sparking Zero. But damn, we didn't even get to Neo Super? I mean Super Neo? Like, we went straight to Overlord? Overlord? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He wasted no time. Oh, Spirit bombed his ass with a death egg.
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate life form.
Oh, shit.
Possesses data. Observe. Chaos. Done. True. Life form beta successfully copied. Scum.
It'll take more than that to kill me, puppet!
Yo, they're going crazy with this animation.
Now I know everything about you, insect.
Okay. Yo, this is going crazy.
Don't you dare.
Is that a Kamehameha? Oh shit, you just sent the whole paragraph in the chat in the middle of the death battle? Yo, I'm gonna have to read this after I finish this. I will scroll back up to this. I will scroll back up to this.
Don't you dare.
No way, he's about to kill him like this? That it? Oh, I'm about to save. I'm about to save. Put in that work. Yes.
I am not just the greatest warrior in the universe. I am all of them!
If you are all of them, then so am I.
I'll never lose to a machine like...
I'll crush you.
KO! So now Metal's got.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Damn. You know what? I'm not even too mad at it. I'm not even too mad at it. He done chaos controlled his ass. So What? So did he teleport behind him and then do that while he was in the middle of the Kamehameha? So it was just a pump fake? That's what it seems like. That would be smart. So I'm not even, I'm not even mad at it. I'm not even mad at it. But when I saw them do Kamehameha, I'm like, bro, Cell is winning that shit. He's not. Bro. He could copy all he want. He's not cooking that Kamehameha right there. But then that was a smart move. That was a smart move.
But I am all of them!
If you are all of them, then so am I.
I'll never lose to a machine like...
This voice acting is beautiful though.
I'll crush you.
Like the voice acting for them two is perfect, no pun intended. It's perfect. I need Metal Sonic to sound exactly like this in the live action movie. I need him to sound exactly like that.
KO! So now Metal's got all the powers of the Chaos Emeralds and the Z Fighters? Well, that world's fucked. Our bad.
Cell may have been one of the greatest threats in Dragon Ball Z, but Eggman's greatest creation ultimately proved too much for him. Let's break this down into 4 categories: strength, speed, abilities, and adaptation.
First up, who was the strongest? Well, it's no surprise that any version of Cell was gonna be way more powerful than base Metal or Neo. Even just using the manga, blowing up a solar system is far beyond the level of power output Metal can match.
Without
Exactly.
his stronger forms. With them, the power gap entirely reversed. Not only could Metal match Cell's solar system busting or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe-destroying power of the Emeralds.
But hang on, Wiz. Those
damn, you're
Namekians
right.
said that Cell was strong enough to threaten a universe on his own.
They did, but they didn't specify how, and there's nothing suggesting he could destroy it in one go, especially since it's only brought up theoretically and without any time frame.
Even being generous and assuming he could just blow it up, final bosses like Time Eater and Solaris can destroy the wider multiverse, and Super Neo Metal would scale to them. Metal Sonic takes the edge in strength.
And with Sonic
Okay.
characters being known for their speed, you might think that was an easy win for Metal.
At his max speed in his super form, he should be comparable
speed
to
for
entities
sure.
like the Time Eater, who in Shadow Generations can destroy entire universes in seconds. By using the radius of the observable universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's destructive wave traveled at about 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Certainly impressive, but let's compare that to Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the Cell games, which covered roughly a universe in distance at approximately 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Hey,
Ah.
just like Time
Damn. Look at this, bro. Quadrillion, my nigga?
Eater. The difference, though, was that Goku was in his base form, way slower than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Super Perfect Cell.
Factoring in Super Saiyan multipliers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards of 100 times faster than that, and so 100 times faster than Metal Sonic. Somehow, Cell takes the edge in speed. You know, the thing Metal was designed for.
Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if any of their abilities could tip the scales.
They shared many of the same powers, like telekinesis, force fields, and energy projectiles. Of note though, Cell's regeneration was clearly superior, able to fully heal from a single cluster of microscopic cells.
On top of that, Cell's Saiyan genes would let him grow in power every time he almost died, and his Cell Juniors gave him the numbers advantage.
And considering Super Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell would have a big advantage in a battle of attrition.
But with Chaos Control, that became a lot tougher.
Cell and his juniors had no way to deal with Metal boosting his speed or stopping time, something that countered Cell's speed advantage and left him open. And with Silver Psychokinesis, or the Emerald Spatial Distortion, Metal could seriously impair Cell's healing.
So it helped that Cell could fall back on his martial arts abilities in a pinch.
Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic instincts allowed him to best Earth's most skilled warriors back to back to back.
Metal may have copied Eggman's brains, but he definitely isn't as good of a fighter. The Sonic heroes haven't trained like the Z fighters, and Metal's been beaten by all of them a bunch of times. So all that in mind, abilities is roughly a wash.
Which leaves us with the one thing they're both known for, their capability to evolve and become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation.
And frankly, that's where this back and forth completely breaks. Because at the end of the day, metal can copy Cell, but Cell can't absorb metal.
Cell's ability to physically absorb an opponent is primarily viable against foes he can match or overpower.
Even if he took metal by surprise, he can't absorb fully inorganic robots like Android 16.
Cell was only able to absorb Androids 17 and 18 because they were primarily organic.
They're actually more like cyborgs and are only called androids
Ah, damn, that got it then. That got it then.
in the English translation.
Metal, on the other hand, can copy a target's biodata through only a few seconds of direct eyesight, something he could easily accomplish during a time stop.
And using it on Cell means he wouldn't just get Cell's powers, but the powers of all of the Z Warriors too.
Remember, Metal's copying applies to abilities that fundamentally affect his own biology, like Espio's invincibility or Chaos's liquid body. Nothing Cell has would be off limits, especially given all of Cell's powers were genetically encoded in the first place. Quite literally biodata.
Cell's Saiyan power-ups? Copied. Cell's regeneration? Copied. Cell's key techniques? Believe it or not, copied.
Chaos Emeralds are described as being able to produce life energy, similar to Ki. So there's a
All right, let's say this then. Put him against fucking Superman. Put Metal Sonic against Superman. Is he just gonna copy Superman? He could kill Superman like that? That copying shit is that shit is low key OD. But if he could copy all those people and he got beat by Sonic and them, like not saying that Sonic and them is not nicer than Cell. Like they could probably beat Cell together. But then again, if there's no Dragon Ball level person to copy, then I don't fucking know. Shit, Metal Sonic, damn my boy. I wasn't familiar with all your game. Not to that level. Like I knew all of this shit, but I never like see, like I said, Death Battle thinks of it in a whole different they really power scale this shit. I just think of it on a base level. Alright, he copied Sonic and he copied this, that, that. Alright, whatever. But I'm thinking him copying Cell, shit, they doing the same shit. So, but damn.
precedent for him
So
being
imagine
able
him
to
against
replicate
Superman.
Cell's power set. And at this point, there's nothing stopping Metal from, say, stopping time and using a Kamehameha to vaporize him at a cellular level, just like Gohan did.
Cell might be able to do anything the Z Fighters know how to do, but that's not gonna help him, cause Metal can do anything Cell knows how to do. Strange, isn't it?
Cell just doesn't have any options to retaliate that Metal wouldn't also possess, including any of his previous advantages. Metal's copy ability is just that overpowered.
Oh, I guess now I get why they called it Sonic CD.
And why's that?
Cell died. Wiz, you get it? CD? Wiz, where you go? Come on back. Next time on Death Battle.
You got Bakugo? Oh no, fuck no. Wait.
Remember to
Oh,
see more Death Battle.
I feel like Bakugo is about to get fried. I feel like Bakugo is about to get fried. I fuck with Bakugo heavy, but he might just get fried. I don't know. I'm wildin'. That Bakugo gets cooked. I don't know, bro. I don't know, cause look, I thought Cell was gonna cook. Yo, I don't know what to. I don't know. I don't know what to go for anymore. I don't know. I honestly do not know. The Metal Sonic thing, after they said the whole copying thing was just way superior, I was like, all right, cool. But damn, that was a good ass death battle though. Animation wise, the fight itself, I enjoyed it. So it don't even matter to me that Metal Sonic won, because although I was rooting for Cell and I thought Cell would win just off base, I still fuck with Metal Sonic a lot. So shit, either way, that was fire. That was a fire death battle, and I like that it was at least a lot more fair than the death battles like Miles Morales versus fucking Deku. I'm never living that one down. Never. That just was not fair at all. They literally just took the fact that fucking Deku could swing and shit, and had basically his own version of Spider Sense and said, "Hey, let's put him against Spider-Man." It's not fucking fair. He got holed horribly. It wasn't even fair. It's fucking Superman versus Spider-Man. Deku was literally Superboy. Yo, I'm sorry. I've been saying this since the past like four death battles, ever since they did it. But he got done so bad. I need to see him come back and win something fair. Because it was literally Superboy versus Miles, basically. What the fuck? Miles is dying. I'm sorry. I fuck with Miles heavy, but Miles is dying that way. It just won't work that way. It just won't work that way. But look though, for all the YouTube people, tell me what you're thinking in the comments. Talk to me in the comments. I want to talk about it. I was wrong about Metal Sonic. I underestimated him like crazy. And I overestimated Cell like crazy because I know he gets arrogant, he gets too cocky, and that's what really puts him down. Miles can't catch a break at all. He was even fighting Carnage in the comments. Yeah, bro. You know what we really need to see? You know what? Actually, this is a good one right here. This is a really good one right here. Now, I know they want to make a whole death battle because it's the same character, but Spider-Verse Miles versus Insomniac Miles. That's something I want to see. That's something I want to see. Now, if we really talk about it and we really think about it, death battle wise, I'm not gonna lie to you, even though he's a little more annoying, Insomniac Miles is frying Spider-Verse Miles any day of the week. He's frying this shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because look, first movie Spider-Verse Miles is putting in work, but he was in training. He was learning that whole movie. Second movie, he was nice with it. Yeah, he did outrun the whole Spider-Verse, but he didn't fight the whole Spider Verse. There's a big difference. He outran them, he outsmarted them, but if he was to go toe to toe with even five of them, he's getting cooked. He's getting cooked. Yes, I will remember. I'm gonna go back to it. It's still there. And then Spider Verse Miles gonna look up and see Triangle Circle. Exactly. Exactly. We watched Insomniac Miles tank a city level bomb that was gonna blow up the entirety of Harlem and probably some more. He tanked that shit, flew up into the sky, tanked it, and released the whole shit. And then just off the first two games alone, he fought Insomniac Spider-Man with the symbiote 1v1. Made it out of that shit alive. Fought Venom, all of that. All of that. And unfortunately, Spider-Verse Miles is just not that versatile. He did not get that much actual fighting in. When it comes to versatility. Now, if we see Spider-Verse 3, maybe that'll change. Maybe that'll change, depending on what happens. But the way it's looking right now, Insomniac Miles is cooking them. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's over. But yeah, that was a fire death battle. I fuck with it heavy. For all the YouTube people, tell me what you think about anything in the comments about Cell versus Metal Sonic. Do you think it was fair? Do you think it makes sense? What do you think about Spider-Verse Miles versus Insomniac? What you think about the next death battle coming in? And if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe for more. If you want to watch me live on Twitch, the link is in the description below. Go follow that, join the royal family. I do a lot over here, reactions, gaming. And then once we level up, I'm trying to go to IRL and all of that. So we're gonna be doing everything. 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 But yeah, for the YouTube people, appreciate y'all who made it to the end of the video. And Prince the second out. But yeah, that was a fire death battle. I'm actually not mad that Cell lost. And the thing, you know what? The crazy thing is, if I thought about it just a little bit more, it does make sense. Metal Sonic definitely does make sense. I would have probably chose Metal Sonic if I thought about it a little bit more. I just thought of Cell's power scaling just off jump and said, nah. I'm gonna admit it. That was my mindset. I said, yo, he's from Dragon Ball. He had the whole cast bugging out, losing their minds trying to kill his ass, even Goku himself. So, shit. But then I completely did not think about Metal Sonic's overpowered ass copying ability and how far it could go. But that's what the death battle is for. But shit, yeah. Fire death battle though. The animation went insane. It's probably one of my favorite death battles now because they went crazy. It looked like it was straight out of Spark and Zero. Literally, it looked like a whole video game cutscene and like one of those high budget video game cutscenes. I just watched the new Death Battle. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched it.
Not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Forgot how fucking OP Metal Sonic was, bro.
Exactly.
I forgot how fucking OP his copy shit was. Cause like when I started that shit, I'm like, alright, it's Metal Sonic, and we know he's a fucking beast. But it's fucking Cell, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
I'm
had
surprised
the
Cell
whole-
didn't just one-shot him at the beginning.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
he's
what,
versus
before he got the
gun.
that's what I was saying. I'm like, so I was like,
Oh.
fuck it, I'm gonna go with Cell. And then he said entire bio data copied. I said, damn, it's over. Once he did that, and then he went super, I was like, yeah, it's over.
If you're gonna be like realistic though, because like Metal Sonic winning in that way, I can see it, of course, because he just got all the Cell shit plus his own shit. But like, realistically, I think off the jump, I think Cell could have just destroyed Neo.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm surprised
Before he even
didn't.
got there.
I'm realistically, besides like having like a, oh, we gotta make content for the fight, I think Cell could have just like grabbed his head, crushed it, then end the fight there.
Yeah, but we also gotta remember, like, Cell is like a Dragon Ball character, and like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They always gotta do
they
it for the
just love
fight.
fighting. They just love it.
And
Okay,
then
what
he
I'm
was like, his problem
He was
was that he
saying,
had the top tier arrogance, peak fucking Vegeta arrogance. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna let you get to your same way Gohan beat his ass.
Exactly. Same way he beat his ass twice, by the way. Twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it makes sense.
That's how it probably would have played out, but Cell could have just easily beat bro at the beginning if he realized.
Like if it was a real death battle, on like, and they told him, yo, Cell, I'm playing no fucking games. He'd be like, alright,
Kill him as fast as you can.
Kill him as fast as you can. It would have been barely 2 minutes.
That would have been easy. That would too easy, but
Barely 2 minutes, bro. That wouldn't even pass 2 seconds.
No, bro. Like, the second they said go,
You know, when they started doing the Kamehameha, I'm like, if Metal Sonic wins that, I'm ending the whole stream. If he would have won the actual clash, I would have been done. I would have said, nah, that's some bullshit. But then when he pulled up with the Chaos Control behind him, I said, yup. But now I'm about to go play Sonic Superstars. I'm about to go run that in Metal Sonic's honor. He's in this game, right? You gotta be in this game. You not? He's not.
his honor. He ain't even there.
Yeah, next year, bro. Next year. Don't worry. Next year. Next year. Next year. You're already teasing at a year of Amy, by the way. So like next year, bro. Don't even worry.
Yo, but you think they could go 2 movies of Metal Sonic for the live action?
I 100% think they can. Like, if
I
even
feel
if
like
he dies
4
in
and
this
5.
movie,
I feel like the 4th
I don't
one
think he'd
could
be the
be.
main character though.
no, he'd be like a
fourth-
secondary villain. He'd definitely be a secondary villain, but I think he could show up 2 movies in a
Yeah,
row.
he probably should.
Like, 100%.
It depends how the movie goes. If they like do like one of those beams that kill all versions of Metal Sonic.
Unless first movie he's side villain and then second movie he's like Neo Meta or something, then it's like, yeah, it makes sense. Or if he's just main villain, like off rip.
I
I'm
think
not-
if they're
I'm not
the
against
Neo
it.
route,
Yeah,
have to
because
have a
they could
movie
do
gap
they could
before
do
you
regular Metal Sonic for 4, and then Neo Metal for 5.
I think
Like, that's
'cause
perfect.
If they gonna make him come back, it
Or do you
can't
think
be
they're
the
gonna do
following
Mephiles?
movie.
Like, I don't know.
They
what
have to
they're
have.
doing for
They could do a
regular
lot.
Metal Sonic in 4, and then in movie 6 or some bullshit, he comes back to Neo because they gotta have a gap where he's missing, and then he comes back as fucking some crazy.
Yeah,
shit.
that would be cool if they give it a gap.
Yeah, they can't do it back to back. They gotta
Oh
have a
yeah, that'd be a little too predictable.
gap. Easy. The only way they can do that back to back is if it's a part 1, part 2 movie, but I doubt it.
Yeah. That'd be fire if it was like a gap.
And then part 6, he come back to Neo doing some bullshit. I thought you died. My death is fairly exaggerated.